Just checking our audio levels. Do, 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 do. OBS, are you okay? You say you're picking up my microphone, but then you're not putting it anywhere. You can hear birds. Yes, okay, that is the game audio. So the game audio is working correctly. There we go. It's picking up my mic audio. Wonderful. Okay. Okay. Piece has been corrected. We can see the game now. Delightful. Yeah, the intro page is always kind of a little loud, but the rest of the game is usually a lot quieter, and so it's a part about recording Stardew in any way is trying to navigate how different the different levels of volume is. So Sharky Games and Poxial have been doing a co-op perfection run on YouTube, where they're trying to get perfection in 2 years or less. And a part of one of their more recent videos is they had put the challenge out to the community, and if anyone else could complete perfection within 2 years solo, because they're doing multiplayer, and the amount of resources and the tools you have access to are a little bit different. For example, in multiplayer, you can step back into your bed and say you're not going to sleep, but then just lay in your bed and regain energy, which is something you can't do in solo player. But it means you're also not trying to like share money for upgrading resources. Ban, thank you for the resubscription. Ah. mm. I appreciate. Um. Mm. And our favorite thing is art. Do, 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 do. Get ourselves in our little outfit. Make sure first year is an option. Hi, Gomu. Hi, Ben. Hello. I'm gonna pick the Four Corners farm to give us access to more interaction-based things. The crates on the beach farm are pretty nice, but not being able to put sprinklers on the sand makes it kind of difficult. Yeah. And we'll skip the intro. Okay, let's start by rearranging a few things. Rechecking the audio level of the game now that we're actually in the game. Okay, move the bed over here. Nope. Oh. There you go. TV down, bed up. There we go. And then the light and go light the fire. now we can start cleaning the farm. Open up the path to the backwoods for ease of travel. And then we're going to try and get enough wood for a chest. Hello! I love the little wobble wave. How is everyone doing today? How are you? How is your time zone treating you, Nicole? Well, hopefully you're able to get a little bit more rest. Love the dance party, Crimson. Oh. We got a piece of clay. Nice. We're gonna need it for the hay silo. Gotta set up stuff for birthday soon. Happy birthday! Well, happy early birthday. I'm not sure if you're doing the birthday stream on your birthday or afterwards. I have enough energy, maybe. So, yeah, gotta get you before you go back to your bedroom. Oh, hi, Marnie. I need to remind myself that Marnie's closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. There we go. Being a few days before my birthday, took a train. I hope you have a good time for travel. The thing about Stardew Valley Expanded I prefer over Stardew is I can interact with the popper. stream is on the 16th. It was on Wednesday. That's so exciting. Hi, Crunch. Hello. We've already talked to him. We'll check in with him as at work. How are you today, Crunch? Hi, Clint. We'll be back here for 4 to see Elliot. Oh, yeah, it's just Marnie. We've already met Marnie. Jazz should be skipping rope by the big tree. Oh, she's on her way home. Hello. Ah, there's Haley. Hello, Haley. There's Jody. Hi, Jody. Who have we? Okay. Emily, we're gonna meet at the bar. Elliot, we're about to go meet at the bridge. Leah is the person I think I may have missed. My chance to say hello to her because I did not see her at the general store. Hello, Elliot. Depending on your route, you can meet everyone but Willie on the first day for the base game. But I usually end up missing one of the... There's Leah. One of the individuals who love being in their room, which is Leah and Sam and Elliot are the 3 that are like chronically in their room. We can't meet you till tomorrow. We can't meet you till after the 5th. We meet both of you at the bar later, so it's up north for these 3. Hi, Robin. Hello, Demetrius. We need to increase the amount of positive interactions you can possibly have with Demetrius. We'll go say hi to Linus first. And then we'll come back and say hi to Sebastian. We have 10. We got our first artifact! Hi, Linus. Linus is my favorite character that you can... Well, one of my favorite characters that you cannot marry. The other one is Gus. Would marry Gus in a heartbeat. Creepily waiting on the stairs for Sebastian. Oh no. Yeah, I mic setups are a whole thing. I just got a boom arm that came in yesterday that I haven't set up yet. Um, which will also lead to changing my microphone. But that also means I need to like redo all of my settings again because I will have changed all of my audio. But a boom arm or like a standing stick may be helpful. Can't believe I missed saying hello to Vincent. I walked like right past him twice today. Sebastian. You know, it's because I ran past him to say hi to Jody. I may be able to get to their house before 8 p.m. But he may already be in his room. Oop. Yeah, he's in his room. We can't say hi to him. We're not good enough friends. The stand is definitely a really nice starting spot. It's what I have right now for my Blue Yeti. For the old one and Cromwell's old one. Oh, hello, change in music volume. Ooh, hash browns. Nice. Hi, Clint. Your speaker cold compressor to other holes. Your mic goes. Oh my. Hmm. We really didn't find any forage we could eat. You don't really get anything out of the dandelion. Early game copper. Oh, yes, it is very important, the whole interaction that your microphone has. Oh. Your microphone doesn't have a flare base, oh no. Whatever will you do? Oh, we got an ancient drum. Very artifact heavy day one. Okay, oh, we still have 2 hours till midnight in game. The heat has been intensive and feels very unnecessary. It has been so warm, and trying to do basics has felt very difficult. But hopefully your cool off period's coming soon. Hopefully the heat wave has like a known drop off date. That isn't gonna be like next week. Do I have enough energy to refill my watering can? I do. Which will help in the morning. I'm glad to hear that it's starting to cool off for you, Ben. The heat the last couple days has just been kind of scary.
Chicken.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow. Those pesky weeds. Trying to roll up on my crops. Let's go see if we can get the early game copper in the little quarry on the Four Corners farm. Are you jealous of the temperature drop, Roach? Also, hi! Welcome to stream. Ah, the Stardew. The temp too. Yeah. Okay, under boob sweat is one of those things that, like, until your chest gets large enough, people don't really, like, talk to you about. And, like, I think we need to work on normalizing the conversations about under boob sweat, but also the implications on, like, having conversations on how we can navigate it. Because under boob sweat can be so annoying. It's just like, would you like a part of your body that already retains heat too much to hold even more heat? Yeah, let's go see Willie. I think it's just Willie and Vincent that we can meet. Yeah. Oh, we almost forgot the artifact for Gunther. We have 2 of them. Oh, the fact that Jazz is here means Vincent's like already pretty much at the library. Because he lives closer, he gets to school a little bit sooner. There he is! Vincent! Vincent, wait. Must you walk in the middle of the bridge? The drum and the arrowhead. We got outside before the kids got to the door. Yeah, I was not expecting until like after I tried different things to really notice how much of my desk vibration was being picked up by my audio until I put a suppressor on it. Give someone a gift. Ooh. Got my first fish. Now it's time to check the beach for any wormies. There's one. Louis, you walk so slow. There you go. Yeah, they have to be a minimum of like 7 tiles away for them to not notice you opening the garbage can. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Extra money and towards our first heart with Caroline. Caroline's usually one of the people I focus on getting at least their first 2 hearts relatively quickly. And it's due to the tea sapling recipe. But it's less to do with wanting to buy tea saplings in order make them in order to sell them. I prefer using them over other things when it comes to fences for farm animals, because fences wear down over time, but the tea saplings will just stay. Also, like weeds and that, like can break down pathways and things, but they won't break down tea saplings. So if you want like section off areas, you can end up claiming tea at the end of the each month and having a barrier that you're not going to have to replace and rebuild over time. Let's go over here and we're going to try and drop these. Oh, Roach, I forgot to get the sound clip from you, buddy. Yes. To add to the streamer Discord sound box. Yeah. Because I realized I'm like, I don't have the sound clip. I was like, oh no. Thank you. I hope cleaning goes well. But if you're interested in keeping up to date on what's going on and get notifications about when we go live, me and Grandma actually share a Discord, and I just dropped the link if you want to come hang out in our living room. Oh, I was supposed to walk away first. Well, we'll just walk over here. We're just dropping things at this point because we're a little early game and we don't have a lot of backpack room. And we didn't have a lot of energy in order to cut down more trees for a second chest yet. But the starting of spring 3, we'll cut down a few more trees to have a chest up here. That when we hit the 5th, we'll be able to take into the mines with us. So I've been really into recently. I've gotten a lot of videos on the container refreshers where like you muddle a set of like fruit and herbs, and then you mix like it's rather half and half or lemonade depending on the drink in the container. Has anyone found any like particular types of summer based beverages to be really satisfying? Ooh, maybe like mint and cucumber and lemonade, or a particular type of tea that works really well on ice. Sun tea from Florida, but it's also a long process. Hi, Barry. I will hydrate in 1 second. I'm trying to drop fish. I immediately ran over the stuff I dropped. Ooh, there's a lot of condensation on my water. Hello, water. It's too hot outside. I feel it, Noel. I've been thinking about rearranging where my desk sits in the room, but it involves having to move every piece of furniture. And I know it would help audio wise. It's just determining where I put everything else before I start moving things. But in the past, when I used to do it, something I found really helpful was I pre-take the measurements of everything, so I could like draw like a floor plan of where I wanted to put things, and I'd cut the individual pieces of furniture out of little paper so I could like place them around the room to like see what the floor space looked like and what figure out kind of what the flow was before I physically started moving things. But you may be able to do it using like digital tool pieces where like each of your pieces are different layers and then you can rearrange them that way. So you don't have to make like physical cutouts. But Cribson, what's the long process for the sun tea from Florida? Is it a particular type of tea? I missed it. Time to start ferrying things back and forth. What are you up to today, Barry? Those things I need to keep. I keep that. The rest of this can be sold. Yeah, okay, 6 more energy. Yeah. All finding different ways to use the tools that we have to make some tasks that aren't always the most personally sometimes I have a hard time like building the larger picture in my head of like room arrangement to like see where everything is going to fit in like actual size reference. I do more of like the concept part in my head relatively well. But the spatial awareness part is its own interaction. This one we kept because you're a standard quality. And it'll get us a little more sleep. We made some decent money fishing. Wonderful. Oop. Check to see if there's any recipes. Hi, Clint. You're right, I did get copper. Get some wood and then walk down. I find one of the things about like making a space feel bigger than it is how you utilize the wall space. I hope you have a good time at D&D, BY. Thank you for the alert. And sometimes finding different ways to do like things vertically in order to increase some of the space value. By what? It's BY. And they be lurking for Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. Fill a large glass or valley you want to brew tea in. Add the bags to the gallon with water, close it, set it in the sun, place for a window for 2 to 3 hours. Add honey or guava to sweeten, lemon or lime, optional, either. Fill the jug. Ooh, that sounds really nice. We do, yeah, it's a version of like cold pressed tea, but you're heating up the tea using the sun instead of heating up the water. My bed takes up a little more than a quarter of the area of my room. 8 tea bags. Does it matter what kind of tea that you do? Or could I do any kind of tea? I think we've met everyone we can. Yeah, we just can't meet the wizard yet. Yeah, I was just like, I think we have some tea brewing at the moment. I miss the wormies. Yes, the local tea place is very nice. And I definitely think we should order at some point. Maybe we can see if we can get like a bitter fruit tea. Yeah, like a hibiscus berry. I think adding the lime juice when you add the lemon will help like freshen up and lighten it up. But if you're gonna put the lime in during the brewing stage, Probably just the zest. Hello, Lewis. We're gonna go see Miney, are we? Do people have a preferred type of tea? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch a catfish, but we can surely try. You're supposed to get one quote-unquote easier catfish in every run, and the one in front of Sam's house is supposed to be like the easiest spot to catch one. At least that was a 1.5 thing. There's bubble spots. So much for easier catfish. A good hibiscus or cincha? Cincha? I really like hibiscus too. Like, I get you. I really like chai tea. It's just a little harder in the summer. Because when my brain wants a chai, my brain's like, no, it's a hot chai. And it's just been too hot. Yeah, and like, cold chai is just like, time to make a latte. Nope. You catfish. My one easy catch, catfish. Aquariums, wonderful. Okay, oh. My inventory is getting a little full. I can go talk to Demetrius tomorrow. got a stick for the next time I see Leah. Let's go with more energy. I think Demetrius is gonna be all the way at his house because it's a Wednesday, which is on like the other side of town. Ooh. Hello, catfish. We replaced the river jelly that we ate, which means we may have slightly more energy. We have to go fishing at the beach to try and catch the eel today. Over halfway to the backpack upgrade. Empty out our inventory. Take the jelly so that we can eat it at the beach. I know the bubble spot's over here. Wait, so I don't know who else has been playing, but one of the group games we've been playing, I've also been playing solo offline, is Peak, which is like one of the climbing games right now that is currently out. One of the badges I've been trying to get on my character that I have not been able to do yet is the mushroom hat. It's because you have to eat 4 different mushrooms that are non-toxic. And out of all the mushrooms you can eat, there's like 5 or 6 mushrooms. And like 3 of them have poisonous variants. So you have to get like lucky enough that it spawns enough different types of mushrooms that you can eat all the different types of mushrooms. As well as you're able to find them in their non-toxic variety. And supposedly it's mostly focused on the shore. At least that's what the wiki says. Has anyone else in here been playing Peak? And has anyone who has been playing Peak gotten the mushroom hat? You've been peeking? Yeah. We got another artifact. Work on 3rd. Oop. Are you an eel? Yeah. We're running low on inventory space. We may have to go and throw some of this stuff down on the beach. Ooh. Yeah. Haven't got chests in all of the frequently visited places yet. But with Peak being out and being a really good game, it has also gotten me really excited for Big Wall. That's supposed to be coming out in 2026. Um, it's kind of like Peak, but it's a little more horizontal, and there's like puzzle rooms and activity things, and there's walkie-talkies. Biwa redeem stretch. I might end up missing my fish trying to stretch. Okay, we'll catch this fish and then we'll do a proper stretch. Proper stretch for Biwa. There we go. Oh. So close to me, I'll pick up everything on the beach. And we're gonna drop up everything here and run back to the beach real fast. I think we only left the one thing on the beach, but just in case. Yeah, that's all we left on the beach. Good. Is there any games in particular people are excited for them to come out? I have like no room in my inventory. Anything coming out in the nearby future that they've added to their wish list? We gotta keep 2 of these, the catfish. Don't think we need the rest of the fish to be kept right now. 10 o'clock, so we have 2 hours in game, so we're gonna run down and check for the onions. Can't think of it. Yeah. Big Walk is a pretty big one. There's just something really nice about like the current space out of like group-based games, and kind of like while something's in a not everything's happening at once, so there's a little less overcaps. Everness to Neverness. Ooh, what's Everness to Neverness? I have not heard this game before. Venism clone, but it's also a GTA element. Fascinating. I'll leave stick here for later. I'll leave the east. We need to leave one of these for Gunther. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of GTA style games. Ooh, it's later than I thought it was in my game. The stuff away that I want to keep. We'll sell this one. So it's different quality, so it doesn't fit into the chest as well. Make sure we didn't miss anything on the TV. We go to bed. When you say it's a GTA element, do you mean in like the style of gameplay, being like kind of a flat map where you're going around trying to reduce your awareness level? Or more in the like, you can go anywhere and kind of do everything, and like the crime element of GTA? Maybe the roleplay part of GTA? I know they have a pretty big roleplay aspect in their community. You can steal and drive cars, open-ish world. That's cool. I would love to buy the backpack. I am so close to being able to buy the backpack. I am missing a parsnip. It used to be right here. It means a crow got it. And they must have got it yesterday as a part of it raining. Because I wasn't watering, I didn't fully mentally notice. Okay, let's go get our little early game copper and refill our watering can. Today is mostly a fishing type of day. But we gotta finish moving the chest so that it's up in the mountain area for tomorrow. So we can bring it in the mine with us. For the people in chat who play Stardew Valley, do you have a preferred, or if you don't play Stardew Valley, that's also fine. Do you have a person you like to romance and marry in the game? or someone in the game that you think would be interesting to marry. It's been a while, but I took in the blue hair girl. Emily, yeah. Emily's a sweetheart. She was one of the first people I romanced. I've been known to early game romance Shane, so that I have someone to dance with at the flower dance, because his birthday is in the spring, and he has a love gift you can buy in town. Nope. We're just trying to walk into this chest so we can pick it up. There we go. How much? We're getting the $200 from Demetrius, which will give us the money we need in order to buy the backpack. So we'll have the updated backpack before our first day in the mines. I think my favorites to marry or romance right now is between Leah and Krobus. Mostly because, like, Krobus adorable and amazing. But I've been thinking about marrying Harvey for this run. As one of the few people that, like, continues to have a life after you get married. Like, he continues to work at the clinic and, like, still go into town and things. We're gonna get that leak in a second, but first... Hi, Robin. Can I move the fishbowl that is so far away to the front of the house? Delightful. And then we're gonna move this over here on its way out of the farm. We have what? Mixies just chilling on the ground. Linus, I just want your friendship. Let's put these between these bushes, so it's less likely to be run over by a villager. Can't get those fishing bubbles because they're on the other side. It is so warm today. It's being a little too Bobby. It's a chub. That makes sense. I need to get another or a lower star largemouth bass. Ooh, I almost didn't get the chest. Okay, early game gold. We're only one away from having a bar. There are so many chubs in the water today. Oh, excuse me. Let me put down the bone. Bubble spots we can actually reach. Wonderful. Groby is wonderful. Groby is the best roommate. Groby's an adorable little friend. If you like Stardew Valley and you're thinking about playing mods, there's one called Sin, who is also a little shadow god that you can have come live with you. Yes, I have one Kroby. Oh, sorry about that. I have one Kroby emote currently in the commission, and then I'm working on a secondary. Well, I'm working on a Kroby emote. I'm trying to draw him in his little top hat and jacket. So if you invite Krobus to the movie theater once it's unlocked, he has his little disguise to protect him from the sun, but two, so that not everyone in town knows he's a little shadow person. And he has this like purple coat and like black hat and sunglasses. He's a really cool guy. You may even call him a fun guy. Oh, we got a lot of just actual fish during that, which is nice. I don't think it shows me until I sleep how I'm doing. Oh, we're level 4 fishing. Nice. Yeah, we just haven't done the community center, so we haven't met the wizard. I've also been thinking about making an emote that's like, Seeds of Calamity, which is one of the other cozy games that we're currently playing. Well, that I'm currently playing, and I've been playing on stream a little bit. You have a little companion who is also your spellbook, and we have a little purple chicken. Oh, we're like no Sam. Okay. And so I've been thinking about making like a small friend who is our spellbook. Eat the chub. Be one with the chub. Oh no, we're starting to get exhausted again. But we still have bubbles. And we're so close to level 5, possibly. Oh, yeah, no, that's a gold star carp. We're not gonna eat the gold star carp. Nope. We forgot to talk to Demetrius. Demetrius! We caught a catfish yesterday. Catfish probably just getting out of hand. We're lucky to have caught one. I think we got 2 yesterday. Hi, Robin. What's in the chest? Okay, let's try to get all of this stuff home. Toby's by far one of the best little guys. Without a doubt. I have to put some lighting up here. I take this path too often to not be able to see. Oh no. I don't have enough space for all the things I want to keep. And I definitely don't have enough wood in order to make another chest. Oh, we exhausted ourselves. Eggs. Well then I guess we do the running back and forth tomorrow morning. Or we eat this chub, and then we show enough energy to run back and forth. Oh. We'll just have to grab the chest as well. Good thing we made a level. I think we made the fishing level today for level 4. I don't think we had it from yesterday. We'll find out in the morning when we see if we're exhausted or not. I think the walk from here back to the farm is just a little bit more than half an hour. Gold, seeds. I'd keep one of these fish. I'm probably gonna end up picking up the sap by accident when I wire by. Yep. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna be fast enough. We're probably not fast enough. We have like 20 minutes till midnight. There we go. We did not get the rare possum seeing in the back. In the back path today. And we deal with everything else when the sun's up. That's foraging and made for fishing. Nice. Okay, okay. The pupper can only be received on a Monday or a Friday, and it cannot be raining. So it's not raining today, which is good, because it means we can also get the community cutscene today. A crow got another one of our parsnips. Marshmallow. I would like a marshmallow. It is warm, but I may make apple crisp today. Even though it is warm. Did I already have? No, I did not have. I had a shad saved. Please don't eat the catfish. I will have to restart the day. Please don't do it to me. Gunther, those can wait. This goes to Gunther. Anything else that I have to take to the museum? No. Okay, we got one silver person. We do not have any ice cream at the moment, which is a little sad, but... Yeah, but we also don't have cream cheese in order to make cream cheese icing for, Wow, my brain is blanking. Cinnamon rolls. I put the dog over there. The dog's bowl is full. Never mind. There's Buffer. Hello, Buffer. We're gonna sell these off. We're gonna give these. Where is my pickaxe? Gotta wait till 9 in order to get the community cut. Oop. The community cutscene. Oh, we got more clay. Clay is needed. I like to make my first silo before I make my first coop or barn, just so that I can get more food for my little friends. You're gonna make a chest to go up in the mines, because I brought the chest I had set aside for up in the mines down here, because we did not have enough storage room for everything we are currently keeping. I almost have enough wood for the chest. I'm short one piece. We're spending like all of our mine energy on the farm today. Grab everything I've dropped, so we're not causing any self-lag issues. Where did we get this decorative bowl from? Ooh, there's flowers up here. Very nice. We should go grab one for Caroline before we walk into the store and buy the backpack. And before anyone walks into them and then they don't exist anymore. Junimo script. Someone's actually developed like a translation guide for Junimo, and for the skull caverns. So like when you run into their types and they're writing, you can be like, hey, I'm gonna translate what this is. We can look into possibly doing an anchovy tomorrow. That's a disc. That's garbage. Hello, welcome. I'm here to buy a backpack. Can I get... Three, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. And we'll get an extra person to see why not. Hi, Lewis. Dropping stuff off at the community center. Get one step closer to unlocking Krobus. I've unlocked seeds. I guess I didn't need to buy as many seeds as I did. My bad. We're getting a very short day in the mines today because it is already noon and we haven't even run home to plant our seeds yet. Do we go into the store and not give Caroline an item? She's not outside. Oh, there she is. Caroline, here's a gift. It is for you. Hi, Granny. Granny Evelyn. Evelyn? Evelyn. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We don't want to plant too many seeds today because we didn't even sell the parsnips. You know, we'll just sell them in the crate. That's fine. I was like, we don't have nearly as much money as I thought we would after. I love this little dancing hedgehog. They're adorable. Thank you for sharing, Barry. They're just adorable little guy. I don't know who, like, if anyone else has been hearing all of the songs from K-pop Demon Hunter, because they've like released that Demon Hunter 2 won't be coming out till 2028. But those songs have been like stuck in my head the last couple days. I almost forgot to put down the fishing pole. Yeah. Well, because initially they weren't going to be doing a sequel. And then the merch started doing really well. And all of a sudden they're getting a sequel. The fans kept all of the statistics up to where they needed to be and everything. So. It's deemed a success, which is nice. But I look forward to seeing what the main focus of the next storyline is going to be. Oh. There we go. Yeah. Well, because, like, the movie ends kind of with a big change in thing, and it's more just like, is the next movie going to be focused around this thing? Or, like, other more emotional aspects of that concept? Man, I have no energy, and there is no way down. I'm regretting not bringing my forage with me. Maybe there'll be something to eat in one of these crates. Nope. I don't have any coal. Well. Yeah, it's a crab. It has a little beady side eyes. Bombastic side eye. It knows I have no energy and I can't hit it with a pick. How rude. Okay, well. We'll have to try in the mines again tomorrow. Guess we should try and see if there's any forage up top over here. There is. There is a forage credit. And a leak. Nice. We're gonna go stop by the bar because there should be a lot of people there still because it's before 9. And we'll go this way because this is usually where people who leave early walk up past. Hello, hello. Robin and Demetrius. Oh, no. Trying to talk to Demetrius. There we go. What's up, Clint? Abigail. Sebastian? Are you gonna walk through? Nope. You can walk around, Sam. I just can't. Hi, Lewis. Yes, I'm enjoying this socializing. Hi, Marnie. What's up, Leah? I do not have the thing I was gonna gift you. Gus, the VP of town. The should-be mayor. we're only on the 5th. There's still time. Yeah, because Shane's birthday is the 20th. Keep these. I guess I'm keeping everything from today's. I don't know where this decorative bowl came from. We'll put it down. So it's not taking up unnecessary room. There's my X. We're short 1 copper from being able to make a furnace. That's a bummer. We can clean up a little bit of this area first. We may have no energy, but there's still a few little tasks we can complete. Oh. There we go. There we go. Made it farming level 1. Technology. We have more mail. It's from the wizard. Yes, we're gonna go see the wizard. We're probably not gonna finish this for Harvey. But we probably should, because the plan is to marry Harvey or get Kroby as a roommate at the moment. And doing quests for them does help. Ow. Gotta stretch for Barry. Little crank at the neck. If you find that yawning or sneezing with your headphones on causes you any kind of like ear head discomfort, may I suggest that after you yawn or sneeze, popping your headphones off for a second to like release any built up pressure in your headset? It has been helpful, at least for me. We have more rice. We got it twice. Reverse hydrate on chat. Don't forget to get a drink. Take a sip. To wet that whistle. A little heads up that a part of this cutscene is the screen does gets kind of green and gets a little fuzzy. And the trees move around a little bit. You want me to do what? Do a whistle? What? I am so confused, Grumble. I was just giving people a warning that this cutscene involves the like what people say is getting high with the wizard, where you get this like weird fuzzy thing and it like wobbles a little. Oh, wet your. I said take a drink and wet your whistle. The whistle thing, like your lips. Those are how you whistle. Because they're reverse hydrate. Yeah. Oh, it was a joke. I just missed it. My apologies. I give you the flat 0 because I missed the joke, or else you would have probably gotten a +2. Maybe next time. We'll come over to the wizard, and we'll... What I find interesting about this cutscene is there is a magic person in the woods that you don't meet up to this point, who then invites you to their castle, like through a tower in the woods. You then go to the tower in the woods. You know still nothing about them. And they're like, here, drink out of this strange potion bowl. That to you smells concerning, and we drink it anyway. For a character that lived in the city before coming to this small town, we are far too trusting. Oh. Now we're outside. Did it count as meeting the wizard? It did count as meeting the wizard. Nice. In 1.5, that didn't count as meeting the wizard. So you'd like go in and be like, I drank something you just handed me out of the blue, and that doesn't count as meeting you? Oh no. Let's go check the onions to see if there's any over by the sewer. Because we're already down here. You met the soup, not the wizard. You were completely right. The soup is what I put in my mouth. But in 1.6 they updated it, so the conversation you have with the wizard registers you as having met the wizard. Let me have that rice. Oh, you have 8 rice. In your personal opinion, do you consider the ocean to be soup? Completely fair. It is a brain thought kind of thing. Okay. I don't think we can build the scarecrow. Oh, we can build the scarecrow today. I don't know if we can build a scarecrow today. I don't know if we have enough energy to build a scarecrow today. Or if that's gonna make it so we can't get through the mines today. We'll find out. You want 50 wood for this? You want the wood equivalency of a chest for a scarecrow? I don't think these things are even or equal. One, two, three, four, five. Yep. It should be within the scarecrow's radius. I just put away the stuff I said I was gonna go take. There we go. No, super to mean what materials can be along with being made as a meal. Fair. Yes, I need to stop you before you destroy this flower. And we're gonna give it to Haley, that she's out here. Okay, if the ocean is not a soup, because the soup requires both ment and intention, is a soup a kind of... Do stews count as soups? Or are stews too dry to be soups? Sneak past this June out here. Subcategory of soup. Okay. That's fair. Is a layered cake a sandwich? I do think lasagna is a cake. I would not call cake a sandwich. But I think if you have a cupcake and you tear off the bottom part of the cake where the icing is then the filling, you can make a cupcake sandwich. We've only made down to 3. I forgot to check the luck this morning. Let's get this bug towards our bug slaying goal. Get us a new weapon. Yeah, but like, the cake may have jam or icing on the inside, but it's also covered in like icing or like fondant or something on the outside. Like, I don't think an open-faced sandwich is a sandwich. I think that's some toast with some stuff on it. Like, do you qualify a hot dog as a sandwich, Crimson? Or do you separate sandwiches and subs into different categories? I feel like sandwich would be a classification more by the hold aspect. Can you hold it in your hand without getting all the ingredients all over your hand? Sub is just short for some reason. Sandwich. Hot dogs and tacos are both open face sandwiches. See, I don't think open face sandwiches are sandwiches. I do believe a hot dog is a sandwich, but I don't think open face sandwiches are sandwiches. But I do agree that subs are sandwiches. I knew it. You're a crab. I see your side little beady eyes. Yeah. I'm still gonna have to fight more slime tomorrow. Because I won't get the letter. Ask me to kill 5 or 10 green slimes in order to be led into the Adventurers Guild until after you've made it to level 5. Deeper into the mine. Yeah, attack the slime. Oh, there's two now. Nope. Nope. Fight the slimes. Why is there a blue slime in the lower areas? This is unnecessary. Okay. Check for any duggies. Teach me how to duggy. Teach me how to duggy. I don't see any eyes on the corner of these stones. There we go. Tacos. When someone picks you up and says, "We're friends now. We're having soft tacos later." Great meme, by the way. More people should have soft tacos in their lives. And I think if you can have soft tacos just because you have a friend is a great reason to have tacos. Please don't hurt me, slimes. I do not have the coal for a cherry bomb. My current favorite sandwich is a grilled cheese. And it's a Philly cheesesteak with grilled cheese. Grilled cheese buns for a Philly cheesesteak sounds amazing, and I'm a little jealous. I may need to make a Philly cheesesteak grilled cheese myself, because that sounds delightful. Is there any particular type of cheese that goes into said grilled cheeses? Meltwich, nice. You're a little crab friend. Bring it on, Krabby. Didn't drop a crab. Man, oh, there's the opening. I unfortunately have eaten all of the food I have. So getting down any farther might be a little bit of a problem. Oh, too close. Oh, maybe there's something I can eat in one of these chests. Nope. Oh. Fight all the creatures and best chance of getting one to drop a ladder is to fight them all. Okay, where is a good cluster? Over here. It worked! Nice. Made it to level 10. Got some shoes. It's monster side. Oh, almost forgot my seasonal seeds. Spring seeds are very important. Eh. Gotta run home around the bushes. The possum! Nice. We got the possum moment on screen. The rare chance has occurred. Okay, everything out here seems to be going well. We're almost at 5 fishing. We've unlocked some decent recipes. We've sold some items and got some of the fish. Going to... Oop. See if we can pull up the dailies for Scrandle. Here, I'll give you some. Play a little background music while we're pulling up Scrandle. And once we finish Scrandle, we'll be moving into our raid. And currently we're trying to pick between Stoop Elder and Moss Castle. Dailies, will you load? There we go. There we go. Okay. Um, Today we have a. I understand it's a barbecue hot dog. This looks like chocolate sauce. And chicken and chips. That is very small, very little chicken. But this hot dog is also like 7 pounds. We're going with the fries and chicken. Okay, so I'm red color deficient. It only in one eye, so like I still kind of see red, but I don't fully see red. Okay, we have this looks like a delightful variety of food. Also, it's only $1, like 150 pounds, where this peas and mush is 4. And I understand with like the whole Brittany mushy peas is a big thing, but like it has to be this. Okay, cool, wonderful, great, glad to hear. Yeah, the look of mushy peas, I'm not a big fan of. See more mushy peas, mash. Where? What? There's pie. There's mash. Is the pea? Is this liquid gravy thing? Is what? 7. Okay, this is also 9.50, but like I paid the 9.50 for this over the 7 pounds for that. Look at the filling there. We got a nice little crisp. We got a little pickled veg. We got 2 sides. Yeah, I don't like the look of this photo, and most people also didn't. Fair. Gurn dog. So we have cheese. We at least have some peppers. We have some colors, some different textures over here. But like, there's something about churros. Hi, Grimace. Hello. You can tell the chocolate is a crowd favorite because all of the empty ones I feel like were chocolate at one point, and all they have left is the caramel. They needed a crunchy something on top of the hot dog, like a little bit of crispy onions or something. Would have gotten it a little more. Also, the price was just incomparable. Oh, it could be butterscotch instead of caramel. You're correct. Fair. Double smashed cheeseburger with bacon. It seems to be like a bacon jam, which is really nice. The pizza sausage. Now, is the sausage meant to be like cut up into like the meat in the pizza, or is there a hot dog underneath all of these pizza toppings? Because like depending if there's a sausage underneath the amount of food here, you could cut that in half and share this with someone. I feel like this burger needs some fries based on the fact that it's 6.50. Oh no, people went with the burger. I should have known. That's a sad hot dog. I don't understand the appeal of smash burger. I really like a smash burger, but that's because I'm a big texture person. I like the texture of smash burgers. Y'all 50-50 on your vote options. I think Moss is doing art fight. They are. They're against Rojo's little side guy. Okay, we have to go raid Moss after this then. Joke's on you. Moss was the third secret option. Thanks, Crubble. Yeah, if my options is this sad hot dog or fries and chicken, I'm taking fries and chicken. Also, I don't know if it's for two for 750 or just the one for 750. But something's up about this hot dog. At least put some toppings on your hot dog. Ah, it's a beer. Okay. Pork skewer. This looks amazing. This is the whole slice of pizza. Look how tiny this piece of pizza is. It's next to the can of beer to help showcase how small it is. 15 pounds? 15? I wouldn't pay 15 for this beer. Let alone the saddest, smallest piece of pizza. Exactly. 14.50 for a course? No, thank you. Okay, we have your hot dog's weirdly wrinkly over here. So I got some mixed thoughts about your hot dog situation. But at least it has some kind of topping. And the loaded fries don't look too sad. We have some jalapenos, some bacon, some cheese. 8 pounds. Buffalo chicken tenders fried. This is a like more food. But also I'm not a big fan of buffalo sauce. But I feel like for the amount of chicken, the amount of fries, this is gonna win. No, people were far too excited about the pickled jalapenos. No. I don't know what's happening here, but the answer is no. Jerk chicken and rice immediately win based off the look of that hot dog. What is happening? Yup. People are like, something's wrong with that hot dog. I don't need my hot dog to be ribbed. Unrequirement. Opt out. I'm also more of like a sausage over a hot dog type of person. Jerky Whopper. What is happening here? 3 burgers, 3 bacon, 3 cheese, 2 sausage. There is too much. There's too much happening here. This burger is too tall. This is not fitting in your mouth. You're gonna have to disassemble this to make 2 open-faced sandwiches instead of a burger, which is a sandwich, because burgers are sandwiches. And then we have this delightful plate. 210? 210? You're getting pork, you're getting sausage, you're getting rice, you're getting veg, you're getting these little like fried crispy bits. I think these fried crispy bits are a part of the sausage or the pork. They only have the one meat on this side. Yeah, the pound burger was just like, it's so much that you look at and you're like, if I eat this, I'm just gonna take a nap and that's gonna be the rest of my day. Yeah. It's a whole egg. You can't even buy a single egg for like 210 in like the current climate. 8 out of 10. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, sup, OBS? There we go. That was a good scramble. Minus the amount of hot dogs there were today, which none of the hot dogs looked appetizing, even though they tried really hard to give you many options. I think the one hot dog that won only won due to how good the loaded fries looked. Okay. Let's see if Twitch will let me raid. It worked. Okay. So our raid message. Okay. So our raid message. Is chatter raid, and then feel free to use. Any emotes that you have. I'm gonna steal this Grummel one. Any emotes that you have. I'm gonna steal this Grummel one. Brat chat. Okay, only kind of. But you're right. Okay, only kind of. But you're right. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. Bye for now. Bye for now.